missed the final 6 minutes of last night's game due to ankle soreness. And after the game, LeBron said nothing matters unless he is 100%, and also criticized the play-in format for the playoffs, saying whoever came up with it should be fired. The Lakers now face 5 straight playoff teams, starting with the Nuggets tonight. Fox Sports NBA analyst Chris Broussard is now joining us. Chris, how much trouble are the Lakers in? I'm getting right to it.
Well, look, I'm not writing them off, but you have to be concerned. LeBron looks concerned. So I think every Laker fan should be concerned about where this team is headed. You mentioned that the schedule's about to get really tough. I would be surprised if we see LeBron play tonight on a back-to-back after he kind of re-aggravated his injury. So this could be an L. They could be in the 7th spot by tonight and in the play-in tournament. So there's several reasons I think you need to be concerned. One is LeBron's health, and I agree wholeheartedly with LeBron. It doesn't really matter where they're at, 5th or 6th seed, even the play-in, if he's healthy. That's the number one priority. Get him healthy. And so if it means sitting him out a few games, then by all means do it. But LeBron, I believe, realizes 6 or 7 years ago, this injury he would have been over it, he would have been fine, and he would have been back playing at near the top of his game. Now, at age 36, this thing is lingering because that's what happens when you get older. It's harder to recover and return from injuries. And there's no guarantee that when he comes back, he's going to be able to carry the team. Remember 2 years ago when he came back from the groin injury and he thought he was fine. We know the physical therapist came out later with the revisionist history about how long he should have been out. LeBron himself said, I'm activating playoff mode. And he could only lead them to an 8-13 record. So he has to get close to 100% when he comes back to even lead them. So that's a concern. Secondly, Anthony Davis. Where are you? I mean, he hasn't really played well all year, but he's been even worse since he came back. 16 points, 6.5 rebounds, 39% shooting, 18% from 3 since he's been back from the injury. He's not playing at the top of his game, anywhere near it. They're going to need him to get better. And here's the dirty little secret there. He's having trouble playing with Andre Drummond. When those two on the floor together, the net rating is -6.5. When he's on the floor with Marc Gasol and AD, it's a +8.8. So they're having problems with their chemistry because when AD's or Andre Drummond's out there, AD is pretty much primarily on the perimeter, and he needs a mix of inside and outside to really be at his best. And then I think they're having some issues maybe in the locker room. Seems like players are whispering and saying stuff because Kyle Kuzma came out last night and said, look, we're not together. Not as a team, not as a staff, nothing. And he suggested Marc Gasol get more minutes. So I'm wondering, are players looking at this like, man, Gasol, we need him out there because he places the floor. He opens it up for AD. He opens it up for LeBron. And Andre Drummond is pretty much doing what he does. Numbers look great. In 25 minutes, 13 points, 10 rebounds, 53% shooting. But he's not helping you win. His defensive rating is the absolute worst on the Lakers. So they got some things to be concerned with for sure.
Chris, you watch LeBron the last 2 games. Does LeBron look even close to being healthy?
Nope.
Not even close.
Nope.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they can be the 1 seed. If he's hobbling like this, they're not going very far. Playing game, it does not matter. As you said, he needs to be as close. And I don't know how you get healthy. Normally, you don't get healthy playing a professional sport once you've had an injury. That's first and foremost. And I agree with you on Anthony Davis. AD hadn't been the same since he's returned. He doesn't look the same. He doesn't play with the same. And the guys that they're guarding him with, AD knows supposed to drop 30 and 18 on these guys. These are just guys. And they're holding AD playing 33 minutes and gave you 12 points, 33 minutes, 35, 36 minutes, give you 16 points. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. Look, if you want Andre Drummond to move out, have Andre Drummond out and fine, that's fine. But they're just turning the ball over too much. And the problem that I've had with them the whole season, Chris, is that they have these long scoring spells, droughts, where they don't score the basketball. They'll go 5 minutes, they'll go 6 minutes and get 0 points, but have 5, 6 turnovers. Well, if you're not scoring, you're turning the ball over, and you're not playing defense, that's how a 12-point lead goes into a 13-point deficit. That's what happens. If you look at them, 10-point lead against Sacramento. Next thing you know, Sacramento's ahead by double digits. Big lead last night against Toronto. Next thing you know, they're ahead by double digits. Pascal Siakam gets 39 with AD guarding him. Now, Kyle Lowry was out of his mind last night. He was hitting shots. Ain't nothing you can do. You just tip your hat and say, good job, man. But what Pascal Siakam did with AD guarding him is unacceptable.
So it's funny to me how LeBron comes back and they lose 2 straight home games to 2 bad teams that will obviously not be in the playoffs. 2 teams without stars in De'Aaron Fox, Harrison Barnes, and then last night, no Anunoby, no Van Vliet, no Gary Trent Jr. And all of a sudden, LeBron's hurt. Well, he looked fine to me last night. I don't know what you expect from him, but he looked fine. Was he making shots all over the floor? He was shooting fallaways and fadeaways and pushing off?
The man can't turn the corner.
Okay, can't turn the corner. Was that a product of age or 18th season, end of the 18th season?
So we got older in 30 days.
Well,
now, before then, he was turning the corner.
Gone for 20 games. And just 2 weeks ago, he tweeted, a storm is coming. So did he think he was ready to come back at that point?
Yeah.
A storm is coming. Well, it's raining cats and dogs inside Staples on the Lakers. They're 17-15 at home.
Well, they have been good all. Look, I understand I've had this injury, and it's tough. It's tough playing with an injury because all the people see is the jersey number and the name on the back, Chris. They don't care about LeBron James had a high ankle sprain. They didn't care about Shannon Sharp had an ankle sprain or knee issues or whatever. They wanted the same level of production as if you were 100% healthy. So that's what LeBron is up against. I've watched LeBron his entire career. I know LeBron is not even close to being LeBron because LeBron is spending too much time on the perimeter. LeBron would be trying to get downhill. But he cannot put that foot in the court. He cannot get past guys because it's still bothering him.
So, Shannon Sharp,
yes.
What did I tell you? What did I first guess about the big penguin, as in Andre Drummond? I said he doesn't fit. He's a ball eater and a lane clogger, and he's a wide body, and he'll put those numbers up, as Chris said. You keep coming in crowing. Did you see Drum?
19-11 last night.
Well, you think LeBron and AD see Drum? Yeah, that's all they see is Drum in the middle of the lane where they can't go. Well, maybe LeBron can't put his foot in the ground on Staples' floor because there's nowhere to go because the big penguin's in the way.
Hold up. Didn't he have Mozgov? And he was able to do that. He had Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee. They weren't shooting threes.
Where is AD now? He's playing perimeter basketball.
All I know is Andre Drummond had a plus. He was the only starter that had a plus rating. Everybody else was minus.
Well, all I know is what I brought up to you early in the show that Chris just reiterated, that Kyle Kuzma, who's the biggest truth teller on that team, went before the media after the game and said, we need to play Marc Gasol more. Well, that's a shot at the big penguin.
Well, how about this here? How about he say, you know what? Since I'm telling the truth about Marc Gasol, I need to play more. And, guys, I need to be more consistent. I can't give you